Hello guys, my name is Wayne and you are watching Wayne Fish and Gaming, and yeah, I decided that this channel would have to have a reaction. So yeah, we're gonna react to poisonous rock taste test, which is very dangerous and I don't know. Okay, let's get into the video.
Mario, you
Wilderness.
sift around these two containers. Again, I'm not even sure which frog is inside of which container.
All right, I'm going to attempt to grab one of these frogs right now. Oh, buddy, you don't know what is in store for you.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Yep, he gone through a couple of stings with wasp and probably tarantulas. One of my food. It's okay. Stings. Okay.
Over the years, I have performed a number of seemingly crazy
Bullet ants. I've ever gotten stung by a bullet ant. Yeah, I think I have a bullet ant, but my icon is a bullet ant, but this is a normal one. Mine is a American, but somehow he died. Maybe it's not a Gamergate. Okay.
easy experiments. Look at that, where I've put my body up against stings, bites, puke fruits, spiky plants, and even natural hot springs. Today I find myself in Ashland, Kentucky. I would say it's one of the most beautiful locations we have ever visited in the eastern half of the United States. And while I could go on with several poetic lines, cut with epic drone shots, let's get right down to business. Because you guys all showed up to see a poisonous frog taste test. In front of me, there are two containers. Inside of one of them is a pickerel frog. Inside the other is a leopard frog. Now, to the naked eye, these two frog species are nearly identical. There are a few distinct differences, but the biggest one is that the pickerel frog is poisonous and the leopard frog is not. Now, I've caught these frog species before in the wild, and I'll be honest, even myself, who's somebody that catches a lot of frogs and is really good at identifying species, has a real difficult time differentiating between a leopard frog and a pickerel frog. Their body design is almost exactly the same. They have large eyes, the skin is green or brownish in coloration, and they have black spots all over their bodies, not to mention the two gold ridges that run down the length of the back. Now, the biggest difference visually is that the pickerel frog has a rather uniform pattern of spots that typically tend to be squarish in design. The leopard frog spots are much more circular and completely randomly placed. However, with frog species, the pattern oftentimes varies, and unless you have the two frogs side by side, it is almost impossible to tell them apart. Now, there's an old herpetologist trick that when they're in the field, if they don't have these two frogs side by side and they want to tell the difference, they actually taste the frog. Now, I've never licked either one of these frogs before, and my goal today is to determine whether or not this frog taste test actually works. So if you guys are ready, I'm Coyote Peterson, and this is the Poisonous Frog Taste Test.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna taste it. Look at you.
Mario, are you ready? Let's do it. Warning. Amphibians carry toxins in their skin that can be dangerous and sometimes fatal to humans. Never lick or consume one of these animals.
Sorry. Pause.
And just wipe the frog on my tongue.
Wipe his butt on your tongue?
Like his back. The back of the frog. And then we will turn this direction for the other frog, and I'll do the same thing. In between each frog, I'll swish out my mouth with water to cleanse my palate. I don't want to swallow any of that water. I don't want to get those toxins down into my digestive tract.
You should actually just cleanse your palate real quick with some water.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Oh, goodness.
Clean and ready to lick a frog.
that one.
Okay. So I'm going to turn like this. You let me know when you've got the frog in the right position.
Oh, buddy, you don't know what is in store for you. All right, stick your tongue out.
All right, guys, here we go. This is me tasting the first frog. Will it be the pickerel frog? Will it be the leopard frog? And can I taste the difference between the two? All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, 1, 2.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It just tastes like slimy. Wet and slimy. I'm not being able to taste anything yet. I do taste a little bit of something. Let me get some water. So I just want to get the frog slime out of my mouth.
Here you go. Oh. Yep.
Okay, so definitely cold, definitely slimy. Tastes a little pondy, I guess. Almost like a pond smells. Just a little earthy, I would say. All right, so I'm going to turn this direction for the next frog.
Okay.
Let's see if I can determine the difference. Now, if I had to guess at this point, based on what I tasted, I would say that was a leopard frog, just because I didn't experience anything else like, I want to spit it out.
I'm gonna attempt to grab the next frog.
Okay.
Ooh, this one is jumpy.
Okay, here we go. I am about to lick the second frog. Will I taste anything different than the first frog, and will I be able to determine whether or not this is the pickerel or the leopard frog? Here we go. All right, Mario, you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Wow, he's very bad.
I really don't. Let me have one more taste.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Froggy.
I don't taste anything bitter, to be honest with you. So,
Oh, man.
I'm trying to feel if there's any like numbness in my tongue or my lips. Maybe a little bit. A little bit. I would say that tastes a little flowery. Almost like a flower smells. Not sharp, not sour. Let me get some water to wash out my mouth, just in case. I'm feeling a little tingling in my lips, I gotta say. Wow.
The poisonous
I'm
frog
gonna be
is
completely
here.
honest, it's hard to tell. But given the fact that my lips do feel a little numb, I'm gonna say that this is the pickerel frog and this is the leopard frog. I taste what seems like almost chewing on a flower with this frog, but I wouldn't say it's bitter. And I wouldn't say it's sharp. It's just a little bit of sweetness. And this one just kind of tasted like moss. So, I'm gonna take blindfold off. Ooh. Something might be happening to my lip. Back to daylight.
Okay.
That's 100% the pickerel frog right there. My lip feels weird. My lip is definitely starting to feel weird. My lip is numb. Almost like it's not, like when you get Novocaine if you're going to the, my lip is totally like going numb right now. That's so weird. Okay, there's definitely some toxins in the skin of the pickerel frog. That's so weird. Not so much taste as much as a feeling. Does my lip look any different?
Oh my god, that is so creepy.
No, man. Same.
That's so weird. I definitely am having some numbness going on in my lower lip, where not so much on my tongue, just on the front of my lip. And I would definitely say that the toxins in the pickerel frog are more apparent than the taste of a leopard frog. Ugh, that's actually really strange. Okay. Well, there you have it. The poisonous frog taste test, I would say, has allowed me to determine that the pickerel frog definitely has some sort of reaction on the inside of my mouth. The leopard frog, I felt absolutely nothing at all. But it's probably important to note that the frog is going to secrete more toxin when it really feels as if it's in danger. So if a predator comes in and attempts to bite that frog, if it sustains any sort of an injury, those toxins are likely to be secreted in more force. So while we try to put as little stress on the frog as possible, I'm sure it didn't want to get licked by Coyote Peterson, so I may not have gotten the full effect that you could get if you were to chomp on one of these frogs. Which brings me back to my warning that I gave everyone earlier. Never attempt to lick or eat any amphibian species. Many of them do carry toxins in their skin, and some of them can even be fatal. So there you have it. The poisonous frog taste test has determined that I'm able to tell the difference between a pickerel frog and a leopard frog based on taste and numbness, not sight at all. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. I think I'm ready for an ice cream cone. Those frogs did not taste pleasant. I will always be the first to admit that there's an absurdity to some of the experiments I have performed on the Brave Wilderness channel. Licking a frog definitely falls into the categories of absurd, ridiculous, and let's be honest, pretty hilarious. Let me have one more taste. But you did learn some pretty cool things about two very unique frogs, didn't you? In reality, you can properly identify these frogs by closely examining their field marks if you have the species side by side. And while there's clearly a taste test difference between them, I think it's probably in the best interest of frogs and humans if we simply admire these amphibians without putting them in our mouths. Hey Coyote Pack, if you enjoyed this amphibious experiment, make sure to go back and watch the episode where I milked the poison from an invasive cane.
Yeah, that's a tool because of the bumps frogs had smooth skins, okay.
Ugh, gross. And don't forget to join memberships so you can access a world of behind-the-scenes content from me and the crew. That sticky white substance, that is the poison that you need to watch out for.
That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. If you like it, thumbs it up. If you don't like it, and bye.